Okay, today we're going to work on my Portulacaria afras, giving them a trim. I wanted to get them repotted this spring, but that didn't happen because I ran out of soil. So, but they do need trimming and styling. I've trimmed them last year, but I didn't really style them. I just cut them back. This time I'm going to try to start deciding what I'm going to do with them. I'm going to start on the single one, and then we'll work on the grouping. Get all these maple seeds out of here. Okay. So this, I think, will be the front. I'm looking at this as the front of the tree. I don't like it this way as much, but we'll give it a spin around here real quick. Now here, I think I want to cut this stuff back some. This is crossing, so that's got to come back. I think that will come back to here, to these set of leaves. And I will be keeping the cuttings to try to make some new trees, new plants. Now these, I'm going to get rid of this one, I think. I like this front one. Okay. We'll see in here. I will just trim that back to these. I will leave this little branch in the back here on. I'm just going to remove some of these leaves that we don't need because they're too close to the joints, and I'll clean this up here a little bit, this dead piece that died back. Okay. This I'll keep. This I'll keep, and these two I'll keep. Let's clean up this first, and then we will trim these back, and I will take them back. This one back to these, and this one back to here. Okay. This up here. I think this whole branch will go bye-bye. It points out too much forward. I don't see a reason to keep any of it, really. And I'll go off the back branch here. Okay, so we're gonna cut this off here. That should be good height. This I will remove altogether because it's kind of coming into the middle of the tree. We'll bring this back to here. Okay, now we're looking at the back here. The back, these two branches are too close, so one of them's got to go, and I think it'll be this one. This This I'll leave. I don't need to just cut that back, and I'll cut this back to, I guess, here. Best bet on that one, because this one moves in, so this is I'm gonna remove this. Okay, now we got this branch here. And gonna remove this branch because it's up. Going to remove this little one here because it's too close to the main trunk. I'll leave that. This is a little farther up than I'd like, but there's nothing down here further, so we will leave this for now. Just trim that piece I left before when I cut it. And then this is gonna go, because I don't need anything that low. And then the decision on this branch. This inch just doesn't do anything. It's an eye poker, so this one will be removed. And there's another branch on the other side. Anyways, that's why I'm thinking. I'm thinking against one of those because that puts 2 branches on either side. And I think I will remove the left one here. So I didn't like that branch the most anyway, so that works out. And I think that'll do it for this one. Yeah, it's got a nice shape starting. Just got to grow out some branches to go with it. I don't need this leaf. Okay. Okay, now here we got the group planting. I'll get some more of these maple leaves out of here. Maple seeds, I mean. Kind of sitting under maple leaves this spring, so maple trees, so. Okay. I think I'll work on this one and go across. So, what do we need to do with this one here? Oh, I'll spin this around too to show you all these, what they look like. Okay. Now the one thing I don't like about this one is that the inner nodes on the bottom are long. Now it was like that before I bought it, so I can't do much about that. But I'm thinking all those bottom branches are going to go anyway, so I don't think it's a problem. Yeah, all these are going to go. I don't want branches on this one that low. Okay, we'll just make our way up on this one. See, this branch coming up doesn't work, so we'll get rid of that, and then we'll have one back here and over here, so that should help stuff. I think this one's gonna go too. I don't need this one. Okay, and then these top 2 are just gonna get trimmed back to leaves that are going out this side. So we'll cut this one back to here. And then I think I'll leave this one a little taller, and we'll go back to not by much, but not really taller. And that'll do it for that one. We got the biggest one now. And I've been looking at this for a while. And again, I think everything low is going to go. Get rid of these little tiny pieces here. Okay, so for the main thing, I think we're going to get rid of this. For one, it's almost as thick as this part, and I'd like a little more taper, which this one will give me, and it's a little too far in for me. I like that this one's out a little bit to give the center of the tree some room. So that's going to go. I will use my branch cutters for that. So that's a big part of the tree off. Just clean that up just a little bit on this back end here. Okay. So now we'll tackle this one. This has got to go because I don't want this growing up as much as it is. So that's got to go. Clean that up a little bit. This, I do like the way this, even though this one's growing up, I do like this. That actually may end up being the, I don't know. I'm gonna just trim this back to here. Get some ramification on that. So these little ones, I think the front one's got to go for sure because it's just pointing towards you too much. And this back little one, I will keep that for now. The back little one. So next we have this one, which is kind of in the way of with this one. So I will kind of move this one out of the way to show you it. I'm not really going to do much to this one. I'm just going to trim this back just a hair to better leaves directions. Now we got the top here. Trying to think, do we need this? I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna see if I wanna, okay, I want to remove the top of that. And remove the top of that. Remove this leaf underneath here. And we're going to remove this little branch in the back. And then we don't need this little branch up higher for keeping this because it kind of clutters everything, and I think it's too close to this back branch anyway, so remove that. I think this whole back piece I'm going to remove and make this the apex. or this the apex, one or the other. One of them will be the apex. We'll decide that at a later date as they grow. But this is thick as this, where this is thinner than this, so it gives it better taper. So we're gonna remove that, and we are gonna trim, are we gonna trim this one? Yes, I'm going to trim this back to this next one here. And then this one we will we will just trim again the little end of it off. Okay, now this tree, I think I'm just going to cut the top off and leave these branches, because it almost looks like there's a little bit of reverse taper in here. It's a little thicker in here than down here. Plus, I don't need another big tree right this moment. I have these two that are almost the same size, so I'm gonna just chop this back. Oh, and on Portulacaria, if you're cutting something like this off, like a branch off of a piece, you want to leave a little bit for dieback, because sometimes they can die further back. Now when you cut, like I cut the branches off the trunk, I didn't have to worry about that. I cut them flush. Okay. I do want to cut this back a little bit. Trying to think where. I think we'll go to here. And we'll rotate this around. And all of these have firmed up really nice in the pot, except for, well, this one's even now starting to firm up in the pot, the little one. Yeah, so that is it for those. I did want to show you one other thing, and so I will be back. Okay, this is my newest bonsai. I did not show you the styling of this because I did it as a workshop at the bonsai group that I have joined. I joined earlier this spring, they had we were doing were doing boxwood, and you pay $10 and you get the tree and use of wire, the club wire, and you had a more experienced member of the group help you out with them. I'd never done boxwood, so I thought it would be a neat idea to do the workshop, and this is what I ended up with. It's got a little bit of wire on it. It has got several trunks. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm showing you the exact front. Now we're a little off, but that's basically the front. It's close, but from looking at the front, you get no branches completely covered. There's two in the back that are almost covered, but they show. So this is my newest tree. I'm sure we will be showing it in the future more as it grows and more comes of it. been where big cuts were. We put I put paste, cutting paste, so they would heal, and it's got a pretty nice, fairly nice root structure, I think. And how we didn't get to pick the tree. We basically, they numbered each tree. I had 8, so I picked 8 out of the things, and that's the tree I got. Was tree 8, which I'm happy with it. So let's see if I can get you in a little closer to it to show you the root system. And the weeds need to be cleaned out, but can't get in much closer, or you don't get but we got a nice little root system. So let's try to pull out a little more here. So that is the boxwood, and like I said, the Portulacaria afra the cuttings will be I will be trying to root them. Have not had luck with that yet, but hopefully I'll get some eventually, so I can have a few more trees in that group planting. And I got some good cuttings this time, so we should be, hopefully if they root, we should be good to go. So if you enjoyed, like, subscribe, hit the bell, and see you next time.